Hey, horror fans! I've got a spine-chilling story for you today about a creature in the forest. It's a tale that still haunts me, even now. Maybe you can help me figure out what kind of creature disturbed us that night. Because it wasn't an animal, and it definitely wasn't human. So this happened around 2010. My cousins and I were still kids. We were staying at our grandfather's house while our parents were in Manila, looking for work. Grandpa's house wasn't your typical home, not because it was grand or anything, but because it was literally in the middle of the forest. To get there you had to walk for about 3 hours from the highway, through thick trees and overgrown paths. No neighbors, no cell signal, nothing, but we were used to it. As kids, it actually felt like an adventure, but one night changed everything. It was raining hard, the kind of rain that echoes loudly even with a pillow over your head, pounding against the tin roof like a drum. We were all gathered in one room, me, my 2 male cousins, Grandma, Uncle Domeng, and of course Grandpa. We were squeezed onto 2 sleeping mats, with others lying on woven mats on the floor, a typical rural setup. Then suddenly we heard something step on the roof. It wasn't the rain, it wasn't falling leaves, it sounded like something heavy walking across the roof. Slow, deliberate steps, rhythmic, and with each one the tin roof groaned under the weight. Thump! 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 Uncle Domeng stood up. He was holding a pouch of salt, almost like a reflex, like he'd done this before. He threw the salt onto the roof and shouted, "Leave! You're not welcome here!" Not even 2 seconds later we heard a loud thud, as if the creature had leapt to the other side of the roof. Fast, angry. Uncle Domeng ran to the other window, threw more salt and muttered, "Damn thing's hopping around again." All night the thing kept moving, step on the roof, salt, jump, salt again. It became a twisted game, but there was nothing fun about it. By the 4th round, I looked at Grandpa's face. He wasn't scared, he was furious. He closed his eyes for a moment, then said, in a low, commanding voice, "You won't get in this time. It's not like before." I didn't know who he was talking to, but it felt like he knew this thing, like it had returned. Around 3 in the morning, everything went silent. No more footsteps. We thought it was over. Then suddenly, there was a loud thud outside, like something had jumped off the roof and intentionally slammed onto the ground. Thump! Uncle Domeng peeked through the window and shouted, "Don't look! Stay away from the windows!" But it was too late. I saw it. There was a creature outside. I don't know if it was man or beast. It had a thin, hairy body, long limbs, its arms stretched like serpents with hands at the ends. It was hunched over. I couldn't see its face, but the most terrifying part, it was drooling and whispering my name. Son. That's when I broke down crying. I didn't know how it knew my name. I'd never seen it before, but it looked starving. Grandma pulled out her rosary and began praying non-stop. Grandpa lit a dried palm frond, palaspas, and let it burn like incense. The air was thick with smoke. Then the creature screamed from outside, "You can't keep me away forever, I'll come back. For him." And with that it ran, crashing through the trees, vanishing into the forest. That night finally ended. We moved back to the city a few weeks later. But to this day, whenever it rains, whenever I hear heavy footsteps on a roof, I remember that night. I remember the creature, starving, vengeful, whispering my name. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.